16 PBA championships. Walter Ray with 22. They've been head-to-head before. Walter shoots first. In the pocket.
The second straight week that a man has come from the first match to contend for the title. Tim Chris did it in the Sebring Open 2 weeks ago. Walter Ray Williams Jr. has defeated three opponents so far today, but he has a man who is tough with a bowling ball and probably as mentally tough as any player on the PBA Tour, Amleto Monacelli.
Left 610.
With a 610 on the right lane.
And not the kind of shot he wants. He's trying to take a lesson from watching the other opponents that throw the big hook ball, the rainbow shot. Amleto straightening it down a little bit, but got two straight, goes high, breaks up the split, and comes away with a spare.
Amleto Monacelli cashing in 15 consecutive tournaments. Now to gain the tournament lead, he bowled 2 300 games and a 290 in his last 5 games last night.
And one of the most interesting ones is you see Amleto going to be on the left side of the approach. He'll be in this area. And he's not going to try to hook it over in this area like some of the other players. He's going to try to be more between the second and third arrows. And he'll drift a little this way, and then cut it right loose around the third arrow.
The player of the year back-to-back in 89 and 90. Crossed over, and he's now going to have to try for another spare.
Well, as I said earlier, the easiest way to stop or slow down a big cranker is oil the lanes where he can't swing it back. And we've seen Hoskins struggle, and we've seen Amleto struggle, and obviously Walter Ray in the driver's seat in the early going.
So Walter Ray is back up and shooting in the second frame, strike working, and Amleto with 2 spares.
He knows he just got a little soft with this shot. He knows on the right-hand lane that he's not going to make any moves. He's not going to move left if the ball starts to hook, as you see it drifting high. That ball was set and solid in the first match, so Walter Ray in his last 4 shots in this lane will zip it up with more speed.
Okay, Parkabone the third on the lanes.
See, you filled all the frames, even the gutter one shot. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough.
Well, you know, I was confused out there. My blue ball just didn't seem to hook enough, and my purple one overhooked. Except that last ball, it just didn't hook at all.
He'll be back next week.
And other weeks. So, of course, Walter Ray Williams Jr., who is 40 to the second to strike up, and Monacelli now. Boy from Barranquilla, Venezuela. Wonderful person.
What a terrific lane move by Amleto Monacelli. We watched the other 3 power players, Weber, Hoskins, struggle, and Chris the same way by not getting the ball wide enough. He went out by the channel. Walter Ray knows he now has an opponent that if he can hit this left-hand lane is going to give him all the competition he can handle. So far, Walter has outscored his opponents by 48 pins a game today.
Whoa, that one
I'm sure he did not intend to get that ball down about the 4th or 5th board, and you see it go left across to the Brooklyn immediately, where we saw the previous frame get it out to the very first board and flirt with the edge. Look at this trajectory, right over the 3rd arrow, but out to about the 7th board, where in the previous frame on the right-hand lane, he went out to the very edge, and I think that's the only way he's going to be able to conquer this left lane.
This is the championship match for $30,000 to the winner, and today's champion will walk away with the money and, of course, this beautiful trophy. The applause originating at the Carolina Lanes. Coming in from Akron, the reigning commissioner of the Professional Bowlers Association, Mark Gerbery.
Walter Ray Williams, fourth frame, leads by 1 pin. Championship match can make it 11.
That. Wow.
You can hear Walter say, wow, he tried moving farther out in the lane. There's not much more room to move. He'll be in the gray board or the gutter, whatever you want to call it. And he just needs to keep his ball speed up on that shot. He's right in this match, championship match. You don't have time to fiddle around.
Yeah, space on the floor.
If you just joined us, Walter Ray won the first 3 matches. The scores of 268, 225, and didn't write down the other final. Butch, what was the other final? Uh, 238. Very respectable. 3 great matches by Walter Ray. Now he's meeting the tournament leader, Amleto Monacelli. Tough competitor.
Monacelli made a good shot on this lane in the 3rd frame. Let's see if he can duplicate that and then get zeroed on the left. Perfect.
Yes. I mentioned Butch in giving me that score. It's Butch Soper, PBA member, and keeps us honest here each Saturday afternoon.
Well, the man they call El Hombre out here, as you see Walter Ray brushing off his shoes. The approach is a little bit slippery here, so he takes a wire brush and cleans them out. He's more down the center, right in here. Now, he needs to get the ball quickly out to the edge. He cannot get the ball to the center of the lane. Watch this shot. This will determine a lot on what's going to happen in the match. The right shot, just not a real good result. He blows the 5 right over the top of the 7. That would have put Amleto in the lead. But this match has all the signs of going down to the 10th frame. This is the first player that I feel today has been zeroed in enough on the championship pair to contend with Deadeye. Chris, I just have a feeling the pace is going to pick up right here. It's been a little bit lethargic in the first 5 frames. I think Walter's going to go to the whip, and Amleto can see the finish line as he cogitates on the side, eyes down. He's ready to go. Let's see what happens. 5 frames left.
Oh,
solid
my.
9. You can't ask for anything more than that.
Wow.
Cal Poly graduate couldn't figure that one out.
Well, no deflection, Chris. He's got a tremendous angle in the pocket. See the ball just drive right through the 1-3-5 zone. The 5 should deflect the ball into the 9. It doesn't, as his wife looks on saying, hey, bad break, Walter, but you lead by 1.
Here are the PBA average leaders. You see that Pete Weber tops them with 225, and Amleto, number 5, 220 plus. Walter Ray just in 4th, not just in 4th, but. And in the money department, that's for this year. Parker Bone, our interviewer today, number 1. And if Walter Ray can win here today, he will regain the career money lead from Pete Weber. Back in the 7th frame for Amleto.
One of the bonuses that goes along with winning this match today, he will be one of the players in our Showboat King of the Hill match, which will be our opening match at the Harrisburg Open, May 31st. So it'll be an interesting bonus, plus there's a lot more on the line. Now, nobody has been ahead of Walter Ray all day long. Right now, Amleto has a chance here in the 8th frame to put Walter in arrears by 9.
Whoa. Oh.
And then.
Wow. I watched the ball.
Man,
I
that
saw
looked like
Amleto,
a
his
massive
disappointment as you see
break.
how to make it. Mark Roth to bounce the 7 out, the 10 out into the 7. That's the same strategy Amleto is going to try to use. But boy, he throws it in the channel. Disappointed Amleto Monacelli. And Walter Ray Williams, Chris, just about jumped out of his seat when he saw that 7-10 split. Here, Amleto, a little bit discouraged, gets out of his game plan, tries to throw it extra hard to bounce the 10 out, loses a shot to the right. Walter Ray, once again in the driver's seat. This is the key shot right here.
Winning 3 and now trying for the title.
Re-rack.
Each player allowed 2 re-racks in a match for various reasons. Either the pins are off spot or just wants to take your time.
You guys weren't looking, so.
Talking to one of the officials and says, hey. So he's either saw a pin a little bit off spot. They look perfect to me there. 25 pin lead. This is a tournament if he can strike here.
I got successfully defend this championship. Yes. Amleto after an open frame in the 8th, now shooting in the 9th.
That re-rack may have been the difference, Chris. He gets a love tap on the 10 with the 6, and if the pins are just slightly off spot, that would not have happened. Amleto on the ropes must strike. The tournament leader so far this year, 7 wins, 7 losses. If Amleto does not strike on the next 2 balls, he has no chance of winning, and he would become the 8th victim to go down in defeat as a tournament leader. Absolutely must strike on the next 2 shots to have any chance. Walter Ray Williams Jr. wins the title. It's unbelievably how well Amleto bowled, and he ends up going to be bowling in the 180s. It's amazing. From the 3rd frame on, he just shoots just super shots and got nothing to show for it, Chris.
Guy that came from 24th in match play to the very top was spectacular bowling last night. Just in 1 game, not doing what he wanted to do.
Well, in the kind of the keys at night, Chris, the lanes hooked a lot more at night, and all the crankers that went against Walter Ray today could not get the big hook balls to come back, especially on the left-hand lane, and that was their undoing as Walter just cruises to the title here, a potential 240, but it's just a mute point from here on in.
Well, I hope the play of Walter Ray has made a birthday party that had to be interesting. Lori Jakubowski's nephew, Ryan, who's 2, already trying to bowl.
All right, that's a good age to start. Well, we had 14,500 plus spectators come through the turnstiles here this week, and Walter Ray Williams Jr. delighted the crowd here today.
And here is a late starter in bowling. #1 in the world. Now has 23 titles. He regains the money lead by some $3,000.
And it was at
Standing
2:37.
ovation for Stockton, California, University of Cal Poly graduate. And a hug from Paige Pennington, his wife. Wow. 237. to 184. Walt Hurley on a 4-game
Like and subscribe.
here at Carolina.